Welcome everyone to today's English meditation program. In the last weeks, we got into the introduction of what Sahaja Yoga meditation is and why do we do it? What is the significance of the energy centers and the Kundalini energy for us? And then we also tried different techniques using which we can meditate. So that is what we did in the last 2 weeks. Also, we have few people who are new on Zoom as well as on YouTube. So what we will do is we will quickly run through the introduction once again, where we will try to understand what Sahaja Yoga is all about, what are the different energy centers, and then we will start with the meditation. So to begin with, I will share. So this is the figure of our human body, and at a subtle level within us, these are the colored logos that we see here is nothing but the energy centers that we have and the different channels that are comprised within us. So basically, the whole meditation of Sahaja Yoga starts from the Kundalini energy within us. So this energy is placed at the bottom of the spinal cord. And as you can see, this orange inverted triangle, there's a 3.5 shaped coiled figure over here. And this is the Kundalini energy. And what we try to do through the technique of Sahaja Yoga is to raise or activate this energy within us. And this energy in reality is present in all of us. It's in a dormant state, and using this technique, we will awaken it. So what happens when we awaken it? As soon as the Kundalini energy is awakened, it passes through each of the energy centers within us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it passes through each of these energy centers. And when it reaches the 7th energy center is when we say that we have achieved our self-realization, or we have been connected to our true self. So in short, the whole purpose of Sahaja Yoga is to find the true self within you, to connect with the true being of what you are and what you have to be. Along with the 7 energy centers that we also have 3 channels. So these 3 lines that we see, the blue color, the white color, and the yellow colored lines, are the channels that we have. And each channel controls the time. So basically, the left channel, which is in the blue color, is about our past. The right channel, which is in the yellow color, is about our future. And the white channel, which is in the white color, which is in the center, sorry, is about the present. So the whole purpose of Sahaja Yoga is to try and be in the present. What has happened in the past is not something that we can change. And also what is going to happen in the future is not something that is in our control. So the best way to find peace within us is to focus on what we are at the present. So there are various techniques, and using this, we will try to raise the Kundalini energy and also try to be in the present. So then a question might arise, okay, what's the benefit of raising this Kundalini energy and having it passing through all of our energy centers? So what happens is when this Kundalini energy gets activated and it passes through each of these energy centers, each energy centers have different qualities. So for example, the first energy center, which is called as Muladhara, has the quality of being innocent and wise. The the second energy center within us, which is called as the Swadhisthana. One second. Yeah. So the second energy center, which is called as Swadhisthana, is present within us with the qualities of creativity, and it also controls the attention. What is going through in our mind comes from the Swadhisthana. The Nabhi chakra, the third energy center, provides us with satisfaction. The Anahata chakra, which is placed close to our heart, gives us security. The Vishuddhi chakra, which is on our throat, gives us good communication and the ability to coexist in a society. And the sixth energy center is about forgiveness, to forgive ourselves and also others. In the end, whether we stay angry with someone or we are not, we end up only harming ourselves. So the best is to forgive everyone and whatever has happened in the past. And the seventh energy center, which is Sahasrara, is the integration of all six energy centers. And when the Kundalini reaches this energy center is when we are connected to our true self. So this is a short introduction to Surge Yoga. And in the coming sessions, hopefully after one more session, we will start diving deep into one of these energy centers every week. And we will also try to experiment or try to see what are the different sensations that we start feeling within us and what are the different techniques that we can use. So having said that, uh, now is the time when we will practically experience it. So for this, what we will do is we'll keep both our hands on our lap and we'll slowly close our eyes. We can maybe take a second or two to kind of be in a very comfortable position. Try to make sure that either you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair. The main purpose is to make sure that you are in a comfortable position. And then we will slowly start with the meditation. Okay. So hopefully everybody has found a comfortable place to sit on. And now we can try to relax ourselves. Both our hands stays on our lap and the focus stays on our breath. We can try to relax ourselves by breathing in deeply for few times and holding it for a few seconds and then breathing out. So we breathe in, hold for a few seconds, and then we breathe out. So we can do this few more times. Now we can take our right hand and we place it on our heart on the left side. And we start with the first step of raising our Kundalini energy. And we take the first affirmation. Mother Kundalini, am I the pure spirit? Mother Kundalini, am I the pure spirit? Now we take our right hand and we can place it on the left side of our stomach. And here we take the next affirmation. Mother Kundalini, am I my own master? Mother Kundalini, am I my own master? Now we can take a hand and we can keep it on the left side of our waist. And here with the complete desire, we are going to take the next affirmation. Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. Now we can take our right hand and we can keep it on the left side of our stomach again. And we can say, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. And now we take our right hand and we place it on our heart again. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Now we take our right hand and we keep it on the left part of our neck. And we can say, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Now we take our right hand and place it on our forehead and bend our heads a bit down. And here we can say, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And now we take our right hand and place it on top of our head. And here we say the final affirmation. And while we say it, we can gently massage our head in clockwise direction. And we can say, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. We can gently bring our hands down. We can take a left hand and place it above our head without touching. And we can try to see what we feel on our palms. We can try to check the same with our right hand now. And now we can bring both the hands back on our lap. And we can just be in meditation for a few minutes. We can slowly open our eyes. And now we will watch a small talk from Sri Mataji, who's the founder of Surge Yoga. So Sri Mataji started Surge Yoga back in the year 1970. And she introduced this technique of meditation to make sure that the whole mankind has a way to connect to themselves in a very easy way. And she ensured that all of the courses happens completely free of cost, because she believed that finding your true self shouldn't be charged at all. And right now we have this meditation happening around in 100 countries, completely free of cost. So now we will watch a talk from the founder.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. When we are seeking the truth, we have to know, we have to be honest about it. Because it is benevolent for us, not for others. We are seeking the truth for ourselves, not for others. Another thing we have to remember, very humbly, that truth is what it is. We cannot change it, we cannot organize it, we cannot maneuver it. It is what has been and will be. And what is the truth? The truth is that you are the spirit. You are not this body. You are not this mind. You are not this ego. And you are not this conditioning. You are the spirit. But so far, you have been a human being. But to be a human being itself is a very great thing. It's the greatest thing to be a human being. Perhaps we have not realized the value of our life because we do not know what we are. The way we waste our time, waste our energies, waste our attention on things which are senseless, because we still have to understand the greatness of our being. Human beings are made with such care, so beautifully, such delicate working of the divine, from amoeba to this stage, passing through various stages. Such a beautiful thing has been created as a human being. But first we must have this attention to ourselves, that there must be something. It cannot be a purposeless doing. It cannot be something just a chance. It's a wrong idea to play with. If the gravitational force of the earth or any one of the galaxies changes, there will be disaster, absolute disaster. So many things in the cosmos, if you study, the coefficients that works out the different balancing and the different weights and the movements of the different bodies show us that there must be some purpose. And they do not trouble us. It's all as if made for the stage for human beings, that the human beings have to come on the stage and all the preparation is made for the great drama. I think it's high time that great scientists should look at it and start wondering why is it the way it is made, why we are so much looked after. The whole cosmos seems to be within ourselves, as if we have buttons which move the cosmos, which control the cosmos. Everything is going on so smoothly otherwise, except when we do not try to understand ourselves. It has been said practically in all the scriptures that you have to seek yourself. You have to find yourself. Though I think many of the scriptures have been a little bit changed and have been used for certain purposes, still they could not get over this point that you have to become the self. You have to be born again. But that is not an artificial thing. We are human beings, not artificially made. We are made really by some sort of a living force from amoeba. We are not just made with some sort of a thinking or a mental projection. It is not a mental projection by which we have been human beings. It is something spontaneously happening, a living force within us which has brought us to this stage, with a purpose, with a meaning. And now, at this stage, we are free to do what we like. Many people ask me, what was the need to give this freedom to human beings? It was very necessary. If you have to have the ultimate freedom, you must know how to deal with it. You have to understand. Of course, human beings have to make mistakes. To err is human. And we have to understand that this trial and error business has made us understand. Also, those who have not understood must understand that there must be a wiser, a surer way to achieve that goal of self-realization, of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge we do not have, we must admit very humbly. We have had no system by which we could know ourselves. But think of a computer that is a human being is. As soon as you see me, you know I am there. You don't have to go for programming. You don't have to consult anything. You don't have to use any kind of computer or some sort of a complicated machinery. Automatically, spontaneously, in a split of a second, you know that I'm standing before you and talking to you. Such a computer we cannot create. But the divine has created such a great computer, and that is the human being. And this human being is the only one who is going to achieve that higher state which we call as the spiritual state of the self. Because in the science, they deal with the tree, I should say the outside, but they cannot go into the roots. To go into the roots, you have to become a subtler being. Unless and until you become a subtler being, you cannot go into your roots to find out what your roots are. And that is what is self-realization. When you become subtler, then only you can go into your being and can find out what actually you are. Also, to look after a tree which has not known its roots is a very difficult thing. What happens is that when you do not know your roots and you start growing and growing and growing, you go very deep down into that where you find that you have lost your way. Actually, you are not going deeper. You are spreading outside more and more. And then once you start going to extremes because of your freedom, you lose your way. That's how today everybody is saying a shock is going to come. We are all going to face a shock. This is going to happen, that is going to happen. But actually it is absolutely in your hands because the whole of the cosmos is within you. The cosmos is working under your control, complete. It is absolutely looking after you. Every element is looking after you to preserve you, to guide you, to take you to the right thinking. But in your freedom, you have to achieve that.
We can remain in silence for a couple of more minutes. We can slowly open our eyes. And with that, we will conclude today's meditation. I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and I hope you feel more peaceful, and the thoughts are much lesser than when we started. And we will continue with our sessions next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And yeah, and also see if you can manage to take out some time every day until then, to take like 5 to 10 minutes every day, and to sit silently by closing your eyes and keeping your attention on top of your head. Just sit for 5 minutes, because in the end, everything that we do improves and enhances with practice. And that's the same case with meditation as well, that the more we meditate, the more we are able to experience the peace and calmness within us. So, having said that, once again, thank you all for joining, and we will see each other again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.